Doc. I came as soon as you called me. Are you okay?
Please don't touch me. No Dark Lord of the Sith should outlive a child, even if that child is rebel scum.
You weren't really a good dad. I mean, you were kind of absent, and then you tried to destroy the galaxy and murder her.
I did spend most of the 80s in Florida, sort of fleeing my obligations. I had child support issues. Despite being so powerful with the Force, she was taken out, but like so many of us, by an acute myocardial infarction, as far as we can tell.
That's very true.
Triglycerides, LDL particles, plaque, and a rupture, and it destroyed one of the greatest Force-sensitive Skywalkers of all time. Eat better, exercise, reduce your stress. Why do you think I had a meditation chamber on my battle cruiser? It was very simple. I needed to calm down.
Was that the egg thing you slept in?
That was the egg thing.
That's a meditation chamber?
It's also a great place to masturbate. But don't tell anyone. Shh. Shh. She was a Force-sensitive individual. Okay? Full of midichlorians, just like every Skywalker. By the way, the reason we are so Force-sensitive? Years of inbreeding. Oh. It's very similar to pretty much anyone in Arkansas. Very similar. A circular family tree. She could have called me Uncle Dad. I told her, I said, Daddy does not approve of that bikini. And she said, I'm going to wear it on Jabba's barge, whether you like it or not, Daddy. I'm my own woman and I'll do what I please. It's my sexuality. I said, you will regret it. You will live to regret it. And you know what? Years later, she regretted it. Daddy is always right. Look, I didn't know I was her father at that point. And I was thinking, hubba hubba. And then quickly realized the error of my ways and also why our family tree is circular. When she passed, I felt a disturbance in the Force. Okay? But when she was standing this far from me on the Death Star, I did not know she was my own daughter. I meet Luke Skywalker in a TIE fighter behind me. I'm behind him in a TIE fighter. And I'm like, that's my son. I knew it right then. But I couldn't tell. She had some kind of weird feminine shield around her. Like the equivalent of a Force maxi pad that absorbed all the midichlorians and prevented me from understanding the truth.
All right, we're going to move on from that one.
You don't like Force maxi pad? My daughter is there in the ICU.
Right.
Who is her decision maker? Is it me?
No.
No. Did she designate a decision maker? No. So it went to the next of kin, who apparently is not me. It's Luke. Now, Luke has not talked to Leia in decades. He's been on some planet awaiting, his daughter, what's her name?
Oh, Rey.
To come and find him. So when they call him, he calls back and says, oh, do everything. Keep her alive until I can return. Well, when will you return, Mr. Skywalker? That is unclear. I may come tomorrow, I may never come. But do everything, not for her, but for me, because I am guilty. Now, how many times have we seen this in the ICU? She would have ended up with a peg tube and a tracheostomy and supported against her wishes, because she never wrote it down. But instead, she was allowed to go peacefully. Why? Because I intervened. Harambe had
the gorilla.
He had fallen to the dark side.
That got shot.
That gorilla had fallen to the dark side early on.
Did he?
Yes. Nobody realizes Harambe was a Sith Lord. And the answer, when he was shot, it was like when Obi-Wan told me, cut me down, I'll just become stronger. Look in your rear view next time, people. You will see Harambe, stronger than ever, advising the next generation of Sith Lords. By the way, can I say something about the Joint Commission? And I'm going to call them a Joint Commission because I think it sounds like a marijuana dispensary.
That's dope.
These buttheads.
Like, yo, bro, I'm going to the Joint Commission.
They're like, oh, let's make pain a vital sign. Let's enforce this pain thing. And now look, Joint Commission, you did great, regulatory body. The Emperor couldn't have done more damage if he intended it. And you guys are supposed to be light side for life. Good luck with that, Shaco. What a joke. This is my robot hand. This is my human hand. Now, you can imagine, the instinct, being right-handed, is to use the robot hand to scratch the nether regions. Big mistake. Let's just say I am now 95% robot after attempting that. That was the one part of my body that was spared on Mustafar. It is now robotic. Have you ever seen robotic testicles? Have you ever seen them? I'm just asking.
I haven't.
Okay, imagine this. Imagine two little Death Stars, okay, in an aluminum foil wrapping,
Okay.
just jiggling against each other. That, I don't need to say anymore.
I got a question. Why do you even need the robot testicles?
Why would you ask such a stupid question? Of course you need robot testicles. And I want to say this one more time, as a heartfelt thing. I love my daughter, Carrie Fisher. We will miss her. She was strong with the Force. She was a beautiful Jedi princess, and we love and miss her. And I'm going to go into my meditation chambers and, meditate one out for her. We out.